got free, like, what the hell, man?
Caught from the hunting, I met that bang. RoSeN 10, I hate when I'm close and I'm hunting jams. So I keep a ram your man. Dot team tryna lift up, man.
Hey guys, so in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make the super popular particle transition. So you're going to want to start off by dragging in your clips, syncing them, and applying your velocity.
Bang. RoSeN 10, I hate when I'm close and I'm hunting jams. So I keep a ram your man. Dot team.
So once you have your clips synced and velocitized, I guess, if that's a word, you're going to want to split them on where you want the particles to come in, and then you're going to want to split it where you want the particles to come out on the second clip. So I have a split here, and then I set the velocity back to 100%, and then here there was no velocity to remove it, right? So then what you're going to want to do on both of these is hit Control Alt and T to open up time mapping. So on this first one, you're going to want to put a keyframe at the beginning of the clip, right click, and press toggle hold keyframe. And you're going to want to do something similar for this next clip. You're going to want to go to the end where it splits into the next one, put a keyframe, drag it to the beginning of the clip, right click, and press toggle hold keyframe. So this is what it's going to look like now.
RoSeN 10, I hate when I'm close and I'm hunting jams. So I keep a ram your man. Dot team tryna lift.
So now that we have that done, what we need to do next is the masks. So duplicate each of these splits twice. Now, just to make this easier for myself, I'm gonna hide both of the background layers. So next, I need to make a mask around the character. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the pen tool and just start tracing around the character.
Laugh with my index finger, double tap on a pagan strip, then I might double tap me a pagan pick. I'm a cheeky fucker, no Barbies wanna take this.
Okay, so now that I have this first mask done, I'm gonna go over to my next clip. Oh, and by the way, obviously this mask isn't very good. I'm just trying to speed it up for the sake of the tutorial. But I'm gonna go to my next clip and start the next mask.
Telling me she want items for this car, cause I told her I got you a drill, got done to the thing, don't pray, we burn that guy. Call from the hunting, I met that bang. RoSeN 10, I hate when I'm close.
Okay, so now that I have this done, you're gonna see that there's these little spaces that I don't want. So I'm just gonna click off, but I'm gonna click onto the clip again, so I can start creating a new mask. So I'm just gonna get rid of this part first. So now that you have this thing done, you're gonna see that nothing's happening. So with your clip selected, you're gonna hit M 3 times. Then you see the color of the mask that you want to get rid of. Then you see it correlates with mask 2, right? So you're gonna change it from add to subtract, so it takes away what you selected. So I'm just gonna do a few more masks for here and for here, and then we can start.
I just wanna lock this weaponity with both like Panda Poe. Bro with work in the Paris.
Okay, so as you can see, we have both masks done. So we can actually finally get started on the actual transition now. So this is what it's gonna, and then we're also gonna reveal the background layers. So, okay. So what we're gonna do now is once you import the transitions, the presets for the transitions, there's gonna be a few of them. There's going to be mask A and mask B, and particle A and particle B. And the links for all these will be in the description. So you're going to want to drag mask transition A onto the top layer of the first freeze frame. And that you can see, it's just going to get bigger and move to the left. So you can enable motion blur if you want, which is not that one, it's this one. And if these keyframes don't perfectly align with your song, you can just select these and move them until they sync. So that's that. Then we're going to want to drag mask transition B onto this. Once again, we're going to enable motion blur. And okay. So next we're going to do the actual particles for the backgrounds, alright? So particle transition A onto the first background. As you can see, you're not going to see anything. You can change the timeline, you're not going to see anything, alright? So I'm going to enable motion blur before I start. And then on the gradient layer, with these selected, and you can, when you see the effects, on the gradient layer on this, you're going to want to change it to the same number as the back layer. So that would be 3 for me. As you can see, it didn't work. Is it because of the motion blur? It's because of the motion blur. Okay, so you cannot enable motion blur on the background. But then it's gonna look like this, and that's gonna move to the right, and the character is gonna move to the left. Then, as you can probably have guessed, we're gonna put transition B to the background of here. And then what we're gonna do now is obviously gradient layer, and this is 9, so I'm gonna make this 9. And bam. So this is what it looks like so far. And honestly, if you guys like this, you can stop here, but this is not what I'm gonna stop at. So I'm gonna create an adjustment layer above my thing. I'm gonna trim it to the beginning of when it transitions by hitting Alt and bracket. And then I'm gonna do the same thing at the end by hitting Alt and end bracket. Then I have a beat shake, so if you guys have a beat shake, definitely use that, but I'm just gonna use my own beat shake. Then it's just gonna go like that, and as you can see it reflecting, so I'm just gonna turn off reflect for now. Maybe I'll do tile. Does tile look good? No, tile looks ass. Okay. So I'm just gonna add the beat shake for every part it transitions. So on top of this, and then I'm also gonna add the beat shake for when it transitions back into the normal. As you can see, it's gonna look really weird because we disabled reflect, so we're gonna re-enable reflect, and this is your final product.
Rising 10, I hate when I'm close and I hunting jams. So I keep around your man. Dot team trying to lift up, man.
So what you're gonna want to do if you open it again and it's just not appearing for you, just hit layer, new, and camera. Just press OK for the default settings, and it's fine. It should fix every single one of your problems.
Telling residents go to the pagan boys stop hiding. I was locked up in the gang was bad, and I came fresh home and I up that mileage. Ding dong swerving up, block lurking. Bros amped up, I'm in the back with Salem. Yeah, my dog, that's Stewie and Brian. More like Eddie. I got M's on my mind like million. Nothing but intention to put him on top. That's one eye closed like Betty. A man got left ugly like Betty.